What's up, Reload family, and welcome back to another episode of What's Hot and What's Trending in Guyana and the Caribbean. Guyana Azadine Mohamed sent a strong warning to JAGDEO and President Ali yesterday. Well, Prezi Ali came back out and plug out on Azadine. We gonna hear directly from him. And then we're going to be taking another visit to hear what BENCHOP expose about critics. Before we get into this video, remember, like and subscribe. Stay connected with what's trending in Guyana and the diaspora. Big up yourself, Reload family.
Let me say this to our detractors. You don't need to remind us about our commitment. Whether it's cash grant, incentives, subsidies, you don't need to remind us. We know what our commitments are, and we are going to deliver on every one of them faster, better, greater. So, find your place, stay in your lane. Don't get beside yourself. Understand what level you are boxing at. Build your repetition before you come to the heavyweight. This is not a toy or economy. This is real business. This is not the simplistic architect of beating a system. This is not the simplistic journey of stealing from the system. This is the hard work of growing wealth, building prosperity, and enhancing livelihood.
Unleash the best version of yourself with every goddess. Say goodbye to limitations and say hello to a better, stronger, healthier you.
The United States Embassy in Georgetown has clarified that the lawyers representing the state in the extradition proceedings of prominent businessman Nazar Shell Mohamed and his son, turned politician Azruddin Mohamed, are retained by the government of Guyana and not by the U.S. government. The clarification follows widespread confusion and speculation over who is funding and directing the legal representation in one of Guyana's most politically charged cases. The Mohameds are accused by U.S. prosecutors of large-scale gold smuggling, money laundering, and wire and mail fraud through their company, Mohamed's Enterprise. According to the U.S. indictment, unsealed in October 2025, the Mohameds allegedly exported more than 10,000 kilograms of gold between 2017 and 2024, evading duties and defrauding the Guyanese state of over $50 million, Guyana's treaty obligations and legal representation. The extradition request was filed under the 1931 extradition treaty between the United States and the United Kingdom, which remains binding on Guyana as a successor state locally. The process is governed by the Fugitive Offenders Act, Chapter 10, Section 4. Attorney General G.NANDLALL, SC, explained that Guyana is legally bound to act on behalf of the requesting state under the treaty.
The Director of Public Prosecutions has officially discontinued charges filed by the Guyana Revenue Authority against leader of the We Invest in Nationhood Party, Azruddin Mohamed, citing legal considerations arising from an ongoing extradition request by the United States government. The charges were connected to Mohamed's importation of a Lamborghini luxury car. In a press statement issued on Wednesday, the DPP chambers confirmed that the discontinued charges included marking and subscribing to a false declaration to the Guyana Revenue Authority, contrary to Section 217(1)(a) of the Customs Act, Chapter 8201, and knowingly being involved in fraudulent evasion, contrary to Section 218E of the Customs Act, Chapter 8201. According to the DPP, these charges were filed by the GRA before Guyana received a formal request from the United States government seeking the extradition of Mohamed. However, according to the DPP's chambers, the decision to discontinue the matters followed careful consideration of the ongoing extradition proceedings, as well as, quote, all relevant legal principles, including international comity, appropriateness, and fairness to the defendant. Last week, a multi-million-dollar tax charge against the duo were also withdrawn and discontinued by the Guyana Revenue Authority. The GRA has claimed that following an extensive audit of the company's gold export records and financial statements, there was alleged underreporting. The extradition case involving Mohamed remains ongoing at the Georgetown Magistrates Court. Azruddin Mohamed and his father Nazar Mohamed were released on $150,000 bail each when they appeared at the Georgetown Magistrates Court before Magistrate Judy Latchman. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.
Feeling off your game lately? It's time to level up with nature's strongest herbs. Mr. Boost confidence, blood flow, and focus. Vegan, natural results. Mr. C, she's ready. Stay ready.
Have you noticed that the bride, have you noticed that the bride of Chucky, yes, I'm going to say it here tonight, the bride of Chucky is silent? Look at her. This is the real bride of Chucky. The bride of Chucky is silent. Look at him. The bride of Chucky right there is silent. Because when they had that, I know I caught you guys there with the bride of Chucky stuff, right? But this is the real, look, the bride of Chucky right there, the bride of Chucky, right there, right? You know, they got a song say, we ask about you, right there. Well, look, the bride of Chucky right there. The bride of Chucky is suddenly quiet about the gas station explosion. Y'all know why the bride of Chucky is quiet about the gas station explosion? Because the original plan was to pin it on the Mohammeds. Everything the bride of Chucky wants to pin on the Mohammed. Every single thing the bride of Chucky wants to pin on the Mohammeds. If somebody busts a load on Regent Street right now, you know what I mean by that. If you're from the country, they're going to say it's the everything. Look, y'all know how I feel about the Mohammeds and the charges and the indictments and so forth. If they do the crime, well, they got to do the time. That's all. But don't come to brainwash people, right? Like what the bride of Chucky did. The bride of Chucky came and tried to divert attention to make you guys feel as though there was some sort of a big terrorist plot and all sorts of things. But what the bride of Chucky isn't telling you guys, that it is one of their own who caused that explosion at the gas station. But they may want to tell you guys that. And so the bride of Chucky, gun in a corner, bumps raised, and all manner of things. Talking about 120 million pump station money. And that's all the bride of Chucky could talk about, Money. Before, the bride of Chucky used to sell sweetie and cigarette on Rob Street. And then somebody gave the bride of Chucky a little break. And so the bride of Chucky used to pump air in tires. The bride of Chucky used to blow air in tires. So now that the police got a wind as to what the real situation about that gas station is, and you don't hear from the bride of Chucky. The bride of Chucky don't say nothing no more. Then Abbott and Costello, these two jokers, don't say anything any longer. There is no press conference. There's nothing.
100% wild-crafted CMOS. Only the best. 'cause you deserve nothing less. 8 Butterfly.
The cyclist was killed Thursday afternoon in a collision with a truck at the busy intersection of Vicinjon Road and Lamar Street. Eyewitnesses said the man was crushed after coming into contact with the truck, and his bicycle was dragged several yards before the vehicle came to a stop. Vendors in the area reported that the truck was proceeding on the green light along Vicinjon Road when the cycle turned into its path from Lamar Street. The man died at the scene.
The truck man then saw him. It's when we like say go, the truck man he done come across and he turned same time. So he think the road is clear. But not when she had her, he panicked. And there's how come he right and go underneath the truck. That's how we, yes, cause the light be done already said green. But it's so sad. Only last week that accident right here. These people don't hear. Take your time on the road. Every day something.
Superintendent of Police Ron Clark, who heads Regional Division 4A Traffic, told reporters that the incident is under active investigation. He noted that CCTV footage from the area will be reviewed to determine the circumstances surrounding the accident.
I can't tell you anything further because we are in the process of investigation. So that is it so far. Well, the CCTV wouldn't lie. It would tell us exactly what would have occurred. So it is greatly assisting us in the investigation process. So we do not have to speculate, right? So we will be getting the footage. So I will be in a better position at a later time to say exactly what transpired.
The truck driver was taken into police custody as investigations continue. Up to press time, the victim's identity had not been confirmed.
More than a month after Lolita Callender, called Lola Doll, was shot several times in front of her East Roomvelt home, no one has been charged. In the wake of recent successful investigations by the Guyana police force, utilizing the government's smart city surveillance cameras, Callender took to Facebook to question why the same method had not been used to apprehend the perpetrator ES in her case. Why wasn't the same system used to get justice for me? 1 month later and still can't hear nothing, Callender said. Callender, a social media influencer and singer, was shot at point-blank range through her car window in front her Texas Square home on September 6th. Initially, police had arrested 2 suspects, Paul Davey Jr. and another man, both of whom were released on station bail. After being hospitalized for almost a week, Callender broke her silence in a video and identified her alleged shooter as Wayne Barker, also called Unnie. Barker turned himself in at the Roomvelt police station in the company of his attorney. He was released on station bail after 72 hours.
My name is Lydia Sandy. I am from 44 Cliff Street, Golden Grove. My grandson's name was Quindan Bacchus. Well, the matter went to court. He was brutally killed. And the matter went to court. And the boy was charged for murder. And now it go to High Court. The boy, they say no case submission. The boy walked free out of court to go home. So that is how we left without no justice. Well, it makes me feel uncomfortable. There's only one thing that gives me little assurance. God promised to give us. God promised to give us justice. So we know He would give us justice in His own time. But the family not feel comfortable about this situation. At least my son went to court Thursday. Thursday was his birthday, and that is the gift he got. So you can imagine how he felt when he walked out court. I was happy that I wasn't there. Well, we've been going through terrible situation. We didn't feel comfortable. Because the day when my grandson died, he left me not 15 minutes after. A boy picked him up and then we got a message that he died. He got shot and died. So you can imagine. It was the day before my birthday. That is what I got. So he was uncomfortable until now. Injustice has passed, and persons must look out and see what is going on to Guyanese. No justice for Guyanese people. It's so sad that the mother isn't there, but I know how she feels about it. So we cannot do anything more about that. Only God we're waiting on to give us justice.
But this girl a Rning, one little nasty crowbait girl come talk about the barrel them now have no marking. Right? Them come on a cargo plane, done said. Right? And no thieving brother and thieving family never work at the fucking airport. But not understand. So when things are do things on them hard, you think up. What do you think up here though? You think it's a terrible long life for up here live? I want them Luman life that up here live. We're working hard and we're trying to do things to the country and we don't get the cargo come. Right? First and foremost, it take forever to give with the cargo. Right? And when the cargo come out and we start looking to the cargo, Starlink missing, stove missing, all kind of ras bomber, ras clotting, blood clot missing, and the barrel them half empty. See, nothing never happened to Kingston. There's no real for nobody at Kingston for your thief, nothing from the people of Jamaica. You understand me? But I saw on the stay on have a dirty, crowbait, reptobate, blood clot mentality to break my fucking heart. You understand me? I should have come down and come go to some scandal back because of that on the blood clot deserve. You know? You see it? Right? We don't let no clout and we know that the people in a dire straits. So we have a thief and poor people and thief and people not go through such a hard time. We're not blocking at the barrel. And so we ask a question. Where is the oversight? Where are the security measures? Because you can't go through the airport and fart. So how somebody leave the airport with so much things, all these things where these packages come tampered with. Right? And on think that nice? A whole lot of people up here say Barrington flying, it's a plane that come to Jamaica, come go to things and crash. So Barrington make 2 flights, them fly Monday and them fly Tuesday. 2 big rascal cargo plane. All if you know say, when we open the package, everything tampered, everything. What I do? We don't really deal with. We can't continue, so. We cannot continue like this. It's painful. Because we're up on the battlefield, I'm and even I'm from man, I run up and down and meet people left, right, and center to secure something for my nation. Right? Oh, if I not secure, it just hurt my feelings, the blood clot. I don't have no idea. I don't talk the common people, I talk the thief, the one with the Norman man, the airport. Okay? Because when the cargo plane and they say it land, right? And the amount of things that missing my people, it hurt me very fucking hard. I treat them blood clot. In the cut, you don't find a drop of blood.
Let me take time out just to indicate that there was an unfortunate post yesterday by a musician indicating that there were some wrongdoings in relation to the cargo that came for relief. While I welcome all efforts and attempts for persons to help in small, medium, and large ways, fact of the matter is that we must have an accountable system. And I want to publicly state today, without fear of contradiction, that I did an overnight investigation, including cameras and including the custom broker who handled the shipment. And I want to make it very clear that the shipment left the airport intact as it came, fully wrapped, and everything that was there left the airport in the custody of the charitable organization. It went to a warehouse in Spanish Town, which the government has no involvement in whatsoever. So as far as what we did in terms of making sure that the goods that were meant for the people, the poor suffering people, were delivered. And I want to thank all of the airport staff that continue to work so tirelessly under the worst strain and pressure to make sure that we manage all of these cargo flights in a smooth and efficient manner. I am the first one to say that it's not perfect because we are now overburdened with more flights than we normally expect.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of What's Hot and What's Trending in Guyana. Please Take a few seconds to like and subscribe. Stay connected with everything that's trending in Guyana and the diaspora. I'm T. Tata for now.